Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on a new chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai, or you could call it the 7 Deadly Sins, on chapter 299. Ooh boy. That ending of a chapter and my somewhat predictions of a theory may come to a little complication. Well, I'll get to that once I get there. Let's just get this recap started. We had to it that Zell just gets pushed back by Mal's attack, and Mal, on the other hand, was trying to convince Zell just, let's draw this stupid battle to a close, man. Seriously. I mean, they might have been false memories, but you and I were brothers in that time. Come on, let's talk things out and come to an understanding. Zell just, on the other hand, refuses and says if your former self Estarosa heard that, he would just get a good laugh out of it and say no. And therefore, Mal reluctantly activated his sun saucers, whatever they're called, and he ends up clashing against Zell just once more. When Merlin is about to activate the spell, we have to it that Zell just gets distracted to a point where he gets hit by Mal. And he goes like, what's the matter? You seem very desperate and panicking. Unlike your cold stoic self, what's wrong? Do you want to win the Holy War that badly that you want Meliodas to become the Demon King? And are you okay with your only one and true brother in this world to become something like that? Zell just tells Mal, you could say whatever the hell you want, and Zell just says, but my brother Meliodas was the one that wanted this, though I did as well. And we see to it that Mel is really shocked to see Zeljus's bloodlust really high up in the top level and trying to get it done. We see to it that Zell just continues to make his attack while he manages to injure Mel. He ends up trying to attack Merlin and the others since she only has 1 more minute to finish the spell. But we see to it that the attack gets blocked out by King and everyone else. And we see to it that King tells Zell, give it up already. You have no chance of winning. And King thinks in his mind, oh man, I need this guy to surrender. I'm already at my limit. And this causes Zell just to scream in total rage, going, Ksa, why? And he ends up making his fury of attacks, and Elizabeth's wondering what's causing you to be backed in the corner and pushing yourself to this extreme. Unfortunately, we see to it that Zell just gets distracted long enough for Mal to launch an attack on Zeljus's back and gets fallen down to the ground. As for Zeljus, he ends up thinking in his mind, I gotta keep my promise. After I become Demon King, I will resurrect Gelda. And Merlin activates the spell, Chrono Coffin activate, and everything is frozen. The cocoon time has stopped, and freaking Zeljus can only think about Gelda in his mind, and he falls down. And even right now, King is thinking in his mind, though it seemed like an eternity, freaking hell, it was over in an instant. And Hawk and everyone is saying that the Holy War is over. Mal and Ludishel end up talking to each other, and Ludishel's like, listen, don't say anything, okay? And we see to it that Merlin's like, using that spell really drained the hell out of me, so I really hope I'm going to have Captain treat me to a plenty of booze. Elizabeth, on the other hand, thanks Hendrickson for taking care of Gilthunder and her sister. And Hendrickson's like, how did you know about that? And she says, King is the one that was watching with the spirit the entire time. Hendrickson was like trying to look for King but couldn't find him because he's totally different, Even right now, King's like, I'm right here, dude. And we see to it that Hawk decides to go to Cocoon and tell Meliodas, come on, man, go back to your normal self, okay? Even Elizabeth's like, I hope you are okay and unharmed. But Hawk, on the other hand, tells everyone, guys, the cocoon is empty and it's open. And unfortunately, everything turns to black behind them, and everyone can only sweat in total shock and fear. Even Ludishel, Mel, everyone else together. And freaking like, Elizabeth goes like, hey, Meliodas, is that you? Even Zell just could only laugh and freaking like victory, going like, you better keep your promise, Demon King. And we see Meliodas all grown up, smiling in victory, getting ready to like cause some trouble. Next chapter is going to be the 300th chapter with the color cover to celebrate that it reached the 300th chapter. And the next chapter is literally called the Demon King Meliodas. Yeah. Now, knowing that the recap, so overall, without a lot of detail and make it short in case if you don't like a lot of detail of the recap I've given, Zell just fights Mal and tries to prevent Merlin to activate the spell to stop Meliodas from becoming Demon King, but all becomes futile. Zell just gets defeated, but in the end, it still doesn't matter. Meliodas managed to absorb the other commandments within himself and become the Demon King. Now, I got a couple predictions and maybe a couple theories in mind, or maybe hypothesis of what's to come. Not gonna lie, I got a feeling that Meliodas, who has become the Demon King, I got a feeling he's gonna not keep his promise to Zell, just because the way I look at him, he's all grown up. He's not like his freaking cold stoic self like he was right before he decided to absorb the commandments. Not to mention, he's smiling in kind of a sinister way. And I don't know if him absorbing all the commandments might have been the right process or if he done it correctly, because if he done it way too fast, I'm pretty sure his personality will change. And if he doesn't keep his promise to Zeldris to have him reunite with Gelda or undo the seal, really, I'm really going to flip my and really scream my Nakaba for really doing that to Zeldris, because I like the guy. I mean, his only drive, even though he has no interest in the Holy War, is to reunite with Gelda. Now, I know a lot of people have been complaining about the original Sinner Demon. Yeah, I have my complaints about that one too, because that guy is nowhere to be found, and he got one-shotted by Mal's greater son, but I'm pretty sure he gotten somewhat injured along the way when he was fighting Ludishel and maybe some other battles, but still, I really wanted to see the original demon, see where he's at. I hope he's okay. I mean, if he's really annihilated off the bat, then what the hell? As I said, I don't know if Meliodas will keep his promise to Zeldris, because he's all grown up, he looks totally different, and it looks like to me his personality might change. If he doesn't keep his promise to Zeldris, seriously, I'm gonna flip. And I will scream at Nakaba for making it more complicated. Yeah. Call me a jerk or an idiot for thinking like that, but hey man, I like Zeldris as a character, and I really hope he doesn't waste him off like a freaking fodder like no tomorrow. So until then, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.